Hello, my name is Kyle Cronin, and I wanted to take a couple minutes and share my tips and tricks to get the most out of using your VA educational benefits. As part of this process, we're actually going to discuss the VA's 5-step roadmap to success. Step 1 of the process is to determine your best benefit. When determining your best benefit, you need to decide whether or not you want to go to college, pursue a non-college degree, maybe a apprenticeship, or some type of flight training. Basically, take a little time and decide what you want to do 10 years from now. What are your career goals? What are your aspirations? Step 2 of the process, collect your paperwork. This is exactly what it sounds like. What the VA will need will be copies of your DD-214, any transcripts that you had from higher education, and any kicker contracts that you signed during your time with the military. Step 3, choosing a school. On the VA's website, they will say, check out the tuition rate, what is the school's zip code, which can be used to determine BAH housing allowances. And also they'll say if they're a private school, do they participate in the Yellow Ribbon program? A couple other things I recommend you think about. Number one, what are the general living expenses for the location of the school that you're choosing? For example, a school in the Midwest like St. Louis might be less expensive than a school on the East Coast in New York City. So make sure you take a look at the total cost of your education when evaluating programs. Another thing is to ask the school, do they delay payments of tuition and fees until the VA actually cuts the check? I think it might help out a lot if you don't have to pay tuition and fees up front. Just a personal thing, but do your homework on this. Step 4, compare the programs. Comparing the programs, the VA website will actually give a side-by-side comparison of the different education benefits. For example, Chapter 33 versus Chapter 30 versus all the other programs that are available. When looking at the programs, make sure that you use the best benefit that will work for that program. For example, Chapter 33 might work best at a private school, whereas Chapter 30 might work best for a vocational school. Do your homework. Figure out which programs will work best for you. Step 5 is apply for benefits. You can either apply by paper or online at the VA's website. Once this process is completed, you'll receive a form in the mail called a Certificate of Eligibility. The Certificate of Eligibility basically will give a list of what benefits you're entitled to receive and how many months that you can receive these benefits. When you receive this form, be sure to read through it thoroughly. Make sure the information is correct. My helpful hint is if there's something wrong, call the VA and maybe file an appeal because, the VA is not perfect, nobody's perfect, but make sure that you receive all the benefits that you're entitled to get. Hopefully this information proves useful. I look forward to potentially seeing you on campus here at Washington University in St. Louis at the Olin Business School. Thank you very much.